Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to a new cycle. How very good of you to join and stick around to our beautiful smaller village right now that we've created. And boy, we need to expand. First of all, we have finished a guardhouse now at the end of the last episode. This is the biggest addition that I can think of right now, because finally we have now all three parameters secured for my population, and I'm expecting a good morale out of this, and boy it is. We got a great morale right now, and this also brings me a refreshment boost, and it should also give me a nice productivity boost. What we can do definitely though is we can now put the workforce once again to high levels to push out more more productivity. We still have a great morale with that, by the way. The guardhouse needs a road connection for this to work, so let's go ahead and get me one tiny road here for this little guardhouse. We still have some space there that I would like to check out as well for something later. Perhaps we have some ornaments or so, I have no idea. On the world map, what we have now is we continue into the shoreline. This we have now fully explored, so we continue to the seaside down here, and my scout all the way up here continues now to the abandoned small settlement. This sounds interesting. Let's check it out. By the way, you don't need to explore all the smaller points here. You can just go to the next territory right away. It's just that, you know, there's some interesting stuff here waiting for you. Like here, for example, we have now the well intact, so we're now producing 38 water out of this region here, right? We can also then send more workers in if we want to, and in that case this provides then a stable supply of this as well. There's still something hidden in this area. I wonder what it is, because we can't see it, right? There must be something else here still lurking. Anyway, this is working out fine. The only thing, of course, is it costs me rations. That is not working right now. Food supply is 0, but the workforce is there, but productivity overall is then 0. So we need to provide rations before anything else happens. So far, I haven't found rations, but what we have is a farm, and we should also get this going now. So we have the production between linen and grain. I'm gonna choose the grain for now, so that would be a new source. Holy cow, it costs a lot. It costs 25 water. What is this? Let's assign 2 people or 4 people to this to start the grain production. This is though a skyrocket for my water. All right, let's just check it out. Over here we should still have something. A 1 well, 2 wells, and oh no, I think that's it. I think we've used all the water veins then on this map. Yep, there's something over there, but this is out of question. It's also connected already. Oh no, I think we will need to rationalize the water soon. Full storage again, what I can see on top of everything else. That is my storage here, but we can upgrade this one now to the storehouse. And of course I would like to do this for this one and also for this one here, since we have lots of wires coming in. Our settlement has begun to resemble a village. We're not a group of wanderers looking to scrape by anymore. We had this already, and this is the working order once again. And no, I'm not gonna give you any rests so far. We're gonna go the Japanese way right now for our survival, that is. There's a lot of resources at this point that we need to monitor always, so it can't hurt to just hover over my resources and just check out where we might have something, but right now there is probably no problem whatsoever. Next in line, I would really like to go for the kitchen. I think this is then what we need with the grain that we have, right? There's then also the bakery and the kitchen. Starting the research, but we need the tin for this too. I don't have... There it is. Enforced durability needs the switches and circuits once again. So there is like a whole chaos of requirements here going through that. It's not a logical, you know, step by step, but I need to jump around a few times. And switches and circuits here. Entry level electrical circuits and management systems with the water pump. Water pump. This sounds great. Let's go ahead and get this one done. Once again, another thunderstorm should be fine though. Another thing is my lumber. This is something I wanted to do already. We need another field camp for a bit more chopping. That would be over here. And I definitely also want another lumber mill that we can use for more lumber production. Where should we have it? Yeah, space-wise, it's getting a bit tight over here now, but there's still room here between the mine. I think this would be an ideal location for it. because this area is blocked anyway. Ah, look at that. Now this solves the riddle why this area was blocked, right? There were only bushes here, but in fact there's an ore vein below that. Now we can see it with the mine, and now we know why this area is blocked from constructing anything over it. Development completed with the water pump and the wind turbine. I would also like to go ahead and continue with my upgrading. We have lots of resources now, and in this case, do we have an upgrade button? Oh yeah, I can press U and get there quickly, so I don't need to hover over everything. I would really like to do this. There's higher living standards in it. Also, the city looks better with upgraded buildings. So we're just going to upgrade all of them here right away. Abandoned small settlement we found. There's some iron ore, copper ore, some basic materials basically. That's it. Hygiene boost we get again, and perfect maintenance we have thanks to our maintenance center. Storehouse upgrade, there it is. This one is now, it's not doubling my capacity, but I think it's a third more, right, overall. Now, enforced durability, there it is. Now we can finally go for this, and this also unlocks me then the tin ore, my next construction material, the tin ingots that we need out of this. I think we have it. We could analyze a few more, right? There's tin here, so can we have another mine here? This would be great for my... Ah, nice. We can have it right here. Let's go ahead. Next mine in place, and this will be a tin mine that we can have. And let's also get a road connection going. Let's just see. How should we go about this? Over there. So we still have a bit of room here then, and a bit of room here. Yeah, those trees unfortunately will need to go away at some point. Alright, look at that. 46 children became adults. That's a generational boost that we have there. Seasides, also uncharted territory. Both of my scouts would be glad about some work, so let's just continue. Here we have the abandoned settlement. There's that also something over there that's glowing, right? Wasteland? Should we go there? Let's go there. I don't care about these two smaller things here. I wanna know why this is glowing. And we'll just see what's coming out of it. We need more herbs as well. Something I can see is missing. I would love... I haven't figured it out. Ah, yeah, okay. There's an overlay a bit, so you can see where you have things, right? Like here. Here we have a herb collector. Because it gets a bit overwhelming with so many buildings that we have everywhere. There's my... there's no more wood here, so we need to get away from that. There it is, development completed. So let's go ahead. Tin ore, this is great. Let's have 10 people in there right away. We do have the workforce. By the way, let's just push my mines, all of them, to maximum. Because there's no use in actually saving workforce right now. And this one brings me that in. We could also do the same thing for the sand here. And then we have the clay here as well, right? Stone would be probably another nice pit that we have there. A storm we have right now, efficiency for windmills is increased, so we generate a bit more electricity. Alright, major question for me now, where can we have now that? There it is, the smelter. We have now the smelter upgrade, so I can go ahead and now upgrade my forges to the smelter. Probably a sensible thing to do. Let's just go ahead with those. And I'm actually gonna add a couple more, right? So another here and another here. They don't need a road connection per se. Strangers! Oh no, 14 more people. Let's accept. I think, yeah, we need more houses. We also need to grow. Can we build level 2 right away? We can, perfect. We can build level 2. And let's have another house here. Another here. They have the road connection right away. And I think now what we'll need to do is we need to push another district. Got the storehouse there, but that's okay. So I would like to probably move now the same thing to the other side, right? So we have then our residentials here, like so. A block or 2 blocks of those, right? Just like on this side here. And then we have a normal road here that goes all the way to my industry zone. And then what we can have here is these service buildings again, like a store. It's a bit overlapped though. I would probably like to go ahead with this area here. Yeah, okay. Let's do it like this. Let's have another residential here. So another block. There you go. And then... And then we have the service district here again, right? So let's just check it out on the store. I don't want to have too much overlap, but you definitely have some overlap, but that's okay. And then we have storehouse here. Yeah. And then also, whoops, where am I? Just like I jumped away from something. There is now a great construction coming on. A new district. And here we do have then the storehouse. We do have then a tavern. Look at that. We can just nicely use it here, right? And all of those buildings in the surrounding area get the job. And also we do have then the medical shed. Very important, that is. Ooh, wait a second. Medical shed. Medical shed. Getting them here would get me most of them in. Okay, wait a second. Let's actually cancel the tavern again. And let's also cancel the storehouse. Some of them have a lower radius than others, right? So the medical shed has a lower radius. So it's probably best to have the medical shed first. And then I'm pushing the tavern. And then I'm pushing the storehouse. Because this has the biggest radius. Yes. Okay, with the storehouse we can get most of these in, right? Having the storehouse over there. So all of this can here be now covered. And then we do the same thing on that side again, right? And then we kind of grow outwards with that over time. And with that also, I would like to have a bunch more buildings now here too, so it doesn't look so naked. Plus we need the roads anyway. And let's actually go ahead with the cobblestone road right away. Also, let's go ahead and upgrade these cobblestone roads here right away. As the city is growing. We have the resources to afford it. And there's now more of them coming along. Sleepy Hollow is growing in all its glory. We also should have finished now, somewhere over here, my next smelters. And now they have the ability to build or to craft the tin iron ingots, or the tin ingots. Oh! Wait a second. They can only employ craftsmen, really? That's interesting. Okay, they can only employ craftsmen. I didn't read up on this. That's strange. Production. Smelter. It doesn't show this here. It's an advanced building, of course, but okay. We cannot employ normal people there, so I need to go in and get me a whole bunch of new craftspeople going. Right, we have the paper anyway. But this is something I need to do here. Yeah, it's for all of them, right? I destroyed my production right now because I did not expect this. Let's just see. We do have a bunch of craftsmen though. We have the iron here, iron, right? Here we have then our copper again. Okay, now we don't have enough craftsmen anymore. And this is then tin. And we'll just see how much we produce here. And there's then one more, the bronze that we need. So this needs then tin and copper to have the bronze. So we'll also need another smelter for this. And we're probably gonna do this then over here. Here I could squeeze in two. Let's start with the first one in that area. Okay, province, potential water source. That's that. Food is fine, though it's getting too close. Let's check it out. Enforced durability we have now. Now we can go for the tin-plated ones. No, we need 4 bronze ingots for this. Okay, before I can actually go for the kitchen upgrade. That is my goal right now, because this will push more food and we can then process grain. And yeah, we're producing grain already. Okay, 5 craftsmen. There they are. And I'm gonna go ahead with the next ones right away. Ooh, tool production also looks problematic to me right now. But for now, what we have now, let's activate all of them again at least. This one and this one. And this one. For the iron, it's important that we have the fully operational going. And then also the bronze again. But at least my smelters work again. Also, we don't have enough tin. It seems like two. Yeah, two is too much. Two smelters, right? So we're gonna make this one into copper or into bronze right away. Alright, so we're processing now this one into bronze. There you go. Nice, the bronze ingots are in, and now we can go for the tin-plated electric oven, and this one also gives me herbed garlic bread. Nice one. One of the healthiest forms of bread, can be a real life savior. This should also open up then my next levels here for research. There it is, kitchen, bakery unlocked. I think this will be now an upgrade for my soup kitchen, right? Yes, we can now go ahead and upgrade them. I'm a bit hesitant though to do it right away. Let's start with one. Needs a lot of resources, and we'll just see what kind of people we need to employ here now. Okay, there you go. There's the kitchen. I'm a bit disappointed. It's the same recipes again. Where's my grain? The grain, of course, is the bakery then. We have the mushrooms. We have the meat. This one is then the fish. It's more now, right? So it's processing more, and it's normal people again. Okay. The smoke thickens. The air is burning our throats. The sky is reddening. What are we going to do? We need to remain calm. And social hierarchies. Chief, this may sound a bit sinister at first, but hear us out. We've all worked hard and paid the price to make life here what it is. We provide a level of comfort and order that can even be considered a luxury in this lost world. There are risks in opening our doors to outsiders, but we know there's nothing else we can do to grow. Still, it hasn't right to newcomers should immediately have access to the same opportunities and welfare as our brothers and sisters. So what should we do about this? There are people among us underwent craftsman training more than 5 times. It's simply not fair for someone to show up at our door tomorrow and immediately supersede our hardworking fellows. We demand that you solve this matter. They want a hierarchy. Those who have been living in our settlement for a longer period of time will have some preferential rights, being first in the distribution, separate participation in trainings, and housing lotteries. Alright, I'm actually fine with that because I agree. And seniority, hierarchy of contribution. Those who have been living here longer, of course, should have priority for training and stuff like that. Smoke clouds. We observed a large fire in the distance, Chief. We are unfortunately familiar with this situation. Though severely diminished, our species is still the main cause of these fires. We can't say when or if it will be extinguished. Stay indoors or we're fine. This one reduces my workforce quite a bit, but fires will brought... Okay, is this for now? Indefinite time. No, we're fine as long as we don't get burned. Oh, this is actually tricky. This is indefinite. This will stay intact. We would lose permanent 45 workforce for all classes. Okay, yeah. That better than a permanent health loss. Let's actually do this. And look at what's going on here. Okay, we also lack electricity now. We're not out of coal though. Exhaustion we have. Winter we have. Holy cow. Things are escalating a bit right now. How's it looking there? We have only a regular morale. We're boosting the workforce already. Nothing I can do about that really. What we could do, extra rations for clothes perhaps? We're out of clothes. Extra rations for food. That is the only thing I can think of right now. The rest here is also fine, save for a bit of security perhaps. Craftsman. Morale. Also nothing really I can do here. They're fully satisfied in theory. Let's also push their distribution to higher food. Since food is something we really have, right? But things are getting a bit dire right now. How's my bronze looking, by the way? Electricity is a problem. Windmill we have. There's also a wind turbine. Produces a bit more, but needs a lot of tin. Let's go ahead and get this turbine going. Some over here. And we also finished more craftsmen. One trainee actually did not pass the test, the game tells me. He needs to repeat. End of year 7. Holy cow, winter's over. That's definitely great for us. And yeah, the rest looks fine. 66 births, 30 new structures have been built. That's about it. For my work halls, we don't have pottery production yet, so this might be another nice addition to my people to make them a bit happier, because we need to work on some morale stuff here, right? Let's have the next work hall there. And then I would also like to find a way to produce, not soap we have, but sponges. Where are sponges? There's the bakery at least. I would like to go ahead and build me a bakery, because I really want to figure out what we're producing with that then. There is my city, so we definitely will have some additional housing here. There's not that much room anymore. I could have the bakery then here, and I'm gonna go ahead with that. Okay, at least there we have the bread, the garlic bread. And we do have all the input here, except for herbs perhaps. We need a few more herbs, but still I can activate this one to get this new type of product in. Looks a bit... Are we in a sandstorm again? Or is this still the event that we have? Okay, now it's a clear day again. And there we also have the pottery. Let's activate this one. It needs clay, and we have a nice clay surplus. So that's that. By the way, here, let's expand the road network. That's the main road. And then also one here to make this block completed. And another thing... So I still haven't figured out where we produce sponges, right? It's... Haven't found it yet, because we need to distribute this in the medical shed. I definitely need a kale yard though, because we need more herbs. And this is something, once again, where we need a good amount of fertility somewhere close by. So it would be here. This is level 3. This is 2. Oh, there's lots of that over here, obviously. Level 4. This is the highest I've seen so far. Just exactly here. Let's go ahead and build it. The pottery that we produce now gives also a +4 morale and health to all classes, and increases the settlement attraction level. Soap, there we have it. Then the herb garlic bread is now coming in. This is morale and health again. Also, it contributes to the recovery of mild illnesses. Nice. And also, it prevents death by starvation. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, kale yard. There's now the herbs. This actually needs clay and water again. Electricity is fine once more too. And chief, our potions are not filling enough. What? You get extra rations already? Our foundations are strong enough for us to call ourselves a permanent settlement. We realize that it's too early to wish for prosperity yet, since we know everything can fall apart any moment. However, I still want to have full rations. Increased ration sizes. We can't afford that right now. I'm already giving out double rations, right? So this is... Oh, extra. They want double. I don't want you to become fat, though. Health is also fine. You know, morale is good. Despite some penalties here, like the exhaustion. It's okay. It's okay. I figured out where we get sponges from. There it is. It's actually a special production, right? So it's not something that you process out of, I thought, tallow, perhaps. But it's something that we need to produce directly. And for this I need a new fisherman. And I would like to do this because, first of all, we have the workforce. And second of all, it's increasing the health of my citizens. So let's go ahead and have another road connection here. And then an entry. Oh. Also something. Can I do this? This is possible. On the beautiful coastline. Here actually morale increases, right? If you work here. Got the sky, got the ocean, got the view. What else do you need? So there it is, and there's the sponges. 4 people producing that sponge. And this should then get distributed in my medical shed here, right? With the sponges. The herbal tea is active. And then we have the sponge now. Morale and health boost to all classes plus attraction. We're growing a bit too quickly right now. This leads to an imbalance of food now. Problem really is that those kitchens are not really an upgrade, right? I mean, I think we're producing more out of it then. So let's just upgrade them anyway. And then I still need to build me a few more. So we have the normal kitchen here now. And I'm gonna go ahead and have another one over here. Right, so kitchen district, and then we have the shelters at some point come close to this one here. So this one takes a bit of time for all of this to work out. Oh yeah, we're dropping really hard right now. So here we have now the fish. Here we have then the meat again, because we're full of meat anyway. Here we have now the mushrooms. And I think I'm gonna go ahead with 2 mushroom, because we have a lot of mushroom coming in. Or vegetable. Vegetable we're using for the bread though. So let's go with 2 times mushrooms. And the bread is something we're producing extra. Let's go ahead with another kitchen, because we have a lot of vegetables. And I want to keep the double rations active, or the extra rations active, as long as possible. It's still a bit strange that we can't use grain for just normal breads. We have the herb breads, but yeah. That's not really providing food, right? It's just something that provides health bonuses in my service district. Finishing the kitchen as another sandstorm comes in. And this one is reducing my workforce again. Maintenance cost in buildings is also increased by 18, and it feels like we're drunk when I look at the camera. This one's done, and this one's gonna be the vegetables. There you go. Also no power for now, or at least some power reduction because of that, but that's okay. Now, next in line, I would like to also, because, you know, things are looking a bit stable right now when I look at my products. You know, we're making a nice surplus in most things, except for clothes perhaps. And I want to work on the next cycle, because we're very close to this one here. We just need one more storehouse, and then we can work on the cycle acceleration. This is then opening up new tech for us as well that I want. So another storehouse. There it is, storehouse number 3, to boost also my my storage. And since this is getting more and more my industry zone as well, I think it's safe to say that we could have another storehouse then over here, somewhere looking around. At the end of this double road, here, beside the storehouse that we already have. Might also work out, why not? Let's have it here, because there's gonna be more stuff anyway. Tailor-wise, we need a second one though. We have one tailor here, so I cannot have the other one here. Thanks to all of these, yeah, ore veins that I know exist now. I could have... Nah, I can't have 2 in here. This is not possible, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna have another one here on the main road. Easy for us to find. And we should also train more craftsmen. We have the people for that anyway. How come food is still going down? We actually have an additional kitchen working now. Can I? We cannot employ the craftspeople in there. Yeah, let's just wait a small more time, but strange. There's my tailor. We got the workwear locked now. That's a new product. But we are of course going ahead with this one. We do need more leather though, so once again this is then something where I need another small work hole. We have no upgrade for this yet? No, we don't. So I actually need another one. Okay. Time to modernize. As we continue to grow, the volume and variety of our needs will likewise expand. There can be no further progress without more potent energy sources to support the growing need for production and the flow of daily life. Coal is the most valuable and readily available resource for this, just as it was centuries ago. Let's pool our efforts and activate our first coal generator. We have this already, right? We have the steam generator that consumes coal. So develop the static turbines and build a coal generator would be the next goal here. New cycle, there it is. Acceleration, cycle 5 we have achieved. Metalworks, pub, infirmary. We can upgrade the cemetery. Enhanced work hall, this is important. There's the coal generator, purification plant, and a whole bunch of new products as well, together with, yeah, alcohol. tin rations, there it is. I've been waiting for it. Nice one. So that would be now in my development tree. And look at all the new stuff that we have unlocked with this. Holy cow. And we also have a glimpse of the next 2 tiers here as well. That gives me then oil, for example. Logistical networks with roads, big roads that we have. I don't see the trains yet. Because there are trains in this game. We'll just see. There's the pub and the fair meal. Advanced metalworking gives me steel and motors. And there's the coal generation. Coal generator. Let's go ahead and start with this. This should boost my electrical production there again. So far so good. We are growing. We're expanding. Getting a bit bigger now. And yeah, more tech is coming in. The game is not getting any easier here. I hope you enjoyed this one. New cycle it is. Stay tuned.